Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a collective reading. And today's topic is going to be what needs to change. And so since this is a collective reading for multiple people, that's going to be a different situation. So this could be anything that you feel is sort of stagnant or not coming in fast enough or isn't resolving, right? So this is anything in your life that you feel like there's a blockage on and that something needs to change in order to get it flowing again. But what is that change? We're going to find out today. All right, so let me get a candle going. Always light a candle, friends. It opens the portal. All right. Oh, sorry, I shook the camera. Oh, I just did it again. Sorry. This is the deck I'm using today. I don't know where I got it. I have an affinity for finding random tarot decks, so I don't know. All right, what needs to change? This is just so straightforward. It's kind of crazy. Okay. What needs to change? First and foremost, in always, it's a mindset change. Whatever it is that needs the change, it could be relationship, because I do have the 3 of Cups. But this feels more like the relationship that you have with yourself, okay? And, I'm feeling a lot of different things. I'm feeling for some people what needs to change is, or what they're struggling with, I guess I should say, is, loving themselves and giving more to themselves, right? But for a lot of people watching, this almost feels like something you are trying to accomplish. So whether that is sobriety I'm feeling for some people, or business endeavors, abundance in terms of prosperity, whatever the situation is, it feels like it has a finish line to me. It feels like it feels like you are putting a deadline on it, but it feels like it has, a deadline. It has an ending. But here's the thing. This situation is almost cyclical for you. And I'm being told to tell you it will always be cyclical for you. It's part of your incarnation process, whatever this is. Finding peace, battling addictions, manifesting, creating your own business, right? That's a cyclical process for you. It's going to always come back around, and you're going to always have to elevate and expand from the last time that it came back around, right? And so what your guides are talking about is, you are on the mindset and the vibration and the level of like, ugh, here we go again. You know what I mean? Like, let's say it is a business, okay? Because I am getting that. Let's say it is a business. Okay, we tried to have a business years ago, worked a little bit, was a lot of stress, whatever happened, whether we just didn't like it anymore or circumstances, you know, that fizzled out, we didn't have it. Okay, then it was a cyclical pattern again, where now we have this new opportunity for this new business to come through, right? And we work really hard and we do everything we can, but it's still not progressing at the rate that we want. It's still not paying our bills, let's say, right? And so maybe 2 years goes by and we're still doing it. We're still vibing in the business, but, you know, something needs to change, right? Because it's not to the level of abundance that you want it to be. And so, you know, your energy is very like, here we are again, dude. Like, I feel like we're starting from ground one. In a lot of ways, I feel like there's excitement behind it. I feel like there's passion behind it. There's like motivation again. But there's very much a subconscious feeling and layer. I can literally feel it. It's like the heart and the throat together, right? Oh. There is this feeling of recurring disappointment. Like every time this cycle comes back for you, it's not 100% perfect and exactly what you want it to be. So you get disappointed. You get very hard on yourself. You get to thinking you're doing something wrong, or the universe doesn't support this decision, or, you know, you start going off into all of these other reasons as to why it didn't work before. And maybe you're, you know, in over your head, and someone's feeling too like, who am I to even be doing this or like trying this again, you know? But it's funny because your spirit guides are like, here we are again. Like it's time to freaking elevate, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're here again with this lesson again, but like last time the lesson was here and now the lesson's here. Every fucking time it comes back, like we are growing, we are thriving, we are creating, you know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of making me giggle because your spirit guides are like, let's freaking go, and you're like, oh, I don't know. And so regardless of what this is, right, even if this is like a relationship, your spirit guides are talking about what needs to change is holding on to resentments of the past. It's like needing to expand our senses beyond physical ones. Like, and so what your spirit guides are kind of showing me is, you know, a kid that touches a stove or a hot pan or something, and they probably won't ever touch a hot pan again in their entire life because, girl, ow, you know, that hurt. I'm never going to try that again. Your spirit guides are almost like pointing out that this is the mindset or the acceptance for you as to this. It's like I keep trying it or it keeps coming back, but I know that it's gonna burn me, right? That person's hurt me before, and now they come back, and it's like I want to work really hard at it, but at the same time I know it's just gonna burn me. And your spirit guide is talking about, so that's what it manifests. Instead of like, here's how they're showing me, it's a cyclical pattern of ascension, okay? But we have chosen the cyclical pattern of time. My heart just fluttered when I said that. And so you have a tendency to see it as a test and see it as an issue. okay, last time I wasn't present enough with my person. Now they're coming back. Now I have to work really, 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 really hard about being present with my person, right? Or last time I started a business, it was a money thing. So this time I have to be really, 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 really good with my money, or whatever. I didn't advertise or whatever, right? There's someone here who's trying to get sober too. And it's like, last time we tried to do this, it was like maybe 3 cigarettes a day instead of a pack, and then it just kind of kept going, you know what I mean? Instead of like this time, instead of doing it that way, what needs to change is cutting off the like working at it. It's cutting off the trying to do it and just like do it. That sounds so simplistic. Working harder at this, or trying to get ahead of it mentally. Oh, I'll plan it all out, or I'll do everything this person needs me to do, or you lose yourself in that. You lose time in that, is what your spirit guide is saying. And instead, every waking moment needs to be I just heard led faithfully, or believed. So like, if you wake up and, I don't know, girl, you got like a big task list, or you got something you absolutely have to do, and it's part of your abundance package, and like whatever package, but maybe that day we feel drained because we've been working on the same thing for 10 days straight. Or it's like every morning we wake up, we go see how somebody else is doing, we check in on somebody else and what they need. But maybe today we wake up and we want to do that for ourselves, even if it pisses somebody else off. What needs to change to start getting fluid motion on whatever it is you are trying to manifest is to let go of it's the mindset. It's to let go of the disappointment. And within that, it's to stop working so hard, because the more that you're working, the more you're telling the universe that you are not worthy of receiving the abundance from it. You're just worthy of the working at it. You have to start believing in yourself. Even if this is a relationship, you guys, like, it can't be about the other person. It can't be you always working at this. It has to be a flow of energy. And I'm not even talking about from the other person. I'm talking about you. Even if this is a relationship, I don't care what they're doing. If all you're doing is working at it, there's no flow of energy. What you need to do is work at it a little bit and know when to back off and take time for self-care and self-appreciation. Because even though we're at the same cycle again, this isn't the same as last time unless you make it the same as last time, unless you do the exact same thing. What is that quote? What are you saying to me? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. If for the last 2 years, how you prioritized your day, your business, your life did not bring you the abundance you want, restructure it. Restructure the list. If the last 2 years you've just been searching for a lover and haven't found one, switch it up. Stop doing that. Stop searching for it. You know what I mean? It's that energy. That's what needs to change. Fucking hard transition to the opposite spectrum. You got to swing the pendulum. Whatever you've been doing, try the opposite of it. Maybe this month you don't put out any product and you just do yoga and take baths and re-examine your future and what you want your life to be. And who knows, ka-ching, ka-ching, maybe you just start making money on past products because now you're in an energy of flowing. Just because something doesn't work for you, you guys, does not mean you have to try harder at it. And it also does not mean that it wasn't for you. It just means you need to change your approach. You just need to swing to the opposite energy. And remember that balance is not riding the middle. Balance is not, okay, for 4 hours a day, I'll work really hard. The other 4 hours a day, I'll self-care really hard. No, it's a swinging between the two energies. How do we feel in this moment? Butterflies and tigers seem to be really significant, so I would Google what those spirit animals mean for you, because I see them here. So they're someone's spirit animals. Okay, I want to know. Shit, I'm going to shake the thing again, y'all. I just want to get like some advice and maybe like when we can start seeing this. I don't want to say, okay. I was going to say, I don't want to say like the finish line. I just want to see like when it's going to evolve. But one of you people's, or y'all's 555, or your guys' spirit guides was like, we also need to know when it's going to be finished. So, okay, let me see what I can do. Yeah, man, cut your screen time. So for those of you that this is like a working too hard thing or a distraction, a social media thing, we need to really cut our screen time there. What have I been talking about? Sleep and rest. You're working too hard at whatever this is, and so what needs to change is you need to stop working so hard and you need to rest. They also want you to make a vision board. That's funny because I was seeing this. It was like, I think I even said something like re-examining your future. You know what I mean? Rest and just retake a look at everything. Of course, we have the throat chakra being blocked because, y'all, I don't make this up. What did I say? The throat and the heart, right? Okay. So work on throat chakra, healing activities like singing, writing, journaling, okay? Okay, what was I asking? I was asking 2 when questions. I have the freaking angel and devil on my shoulder. You want to know when, sorry, now my spirit guide is talking to me. You guys, if you could hear the things in my head, it's just like constant chaos. You want to see when things are going to like start evolving. And you want to see when our dream comes true, I guess. What your spirit guide is saying, this is your spirit guide and this is your ego. And your spirit guide is saying, it's never going to be finished because you're always working on yourself. You're always growing. It's always coming back. We're always elevating, right? But your ego is very much like, no, there's a specific thing that like a target step we're working on. Okay, so. Okay. Your ego can ask me questions all goddamn day, but the divine is going to tell me, okay? So when are we going to get to the step, right? Until your lesson is learned. Bide your time. It's going to take a while. If you keep pushing and pushing and pushing, you're pushing the ball further, okay? The more we sort of step back and release control, the faster it will happen. However, when is this going to start like evolving and really picking up steam? I was like being told that it's already happening. Like it's already happening now, and there's almost like this, it's not even an excitement, y'all. It's like a fear that I gotta keep on the trend. I gotta keep on the momentum of this being fixed. I gotta keep working really, really hard, you know what I mean? When you don't. So I feel like it's already here. I feel like I'm being told your mornings are the best and most productive time for you. So make sure you're, you know, doing your self-care, your yoga, your meditating, watering your plants, girl, I don't know, in the morning. I think by
the end of this year, whenever you're watching this, okay? So by the end of this year, whether that's a week from now or an entire year from now, I feel like you are going to look back and be like, oh my God, I did it and I had it this whole time, right? But my head was so buried in working. So I think by the end of the year, you really start to see that cycle come to an end, but then elevate and progress on as opposed to repeating. So then the next year is only going to be more abundant if you stay on the same trajectory. Okay? All right, guys, that was the reading today. I hope that helped somebody out there. If you enjoyed it, if you could give me a like and a subscribe, that would be dope. There'll be stuff in the description box below if you want to book a private reading with me or take my courses or buy my decks. Really appreciate ya. And until next time, bye guys.